Well, hello, my little pretties.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. I got another video for you today from, actually I've got two videos from the same guy, the U.S. Constitution Auditor. This guy is just a giant crybaby. He cries everywhere he goes. He's always trying to get cops to apologize and lawyers to apologize, and just everybody runs into him. He wants them to apologize to him and set up training at wherever they are so that people would stop picking on him. It's cringe. It's creepy. It's cringy. And the best thing to do is just get into the video because it's just awful. Anyway, let's check out the first one where he goes to get the chief of police to apologize and grovel to him for not showing up when a supervisor was called. Yes, that's his crime. Anyway, let's check it out.
I haven't talked to anyone.
You haven't talked to them. I'm a little concerned based on your response the last time we communicated when I asked you, why didn't you come, when you were the supervisor? And you gave me the response, I gave you this situation, like what happens if an officer was needing backup? And you said you would not come, even if it was your day off, correct?
Yes. I told you in that particular instance, yes.
Okay.
So,
But you understand how that is a conflict of interest, both for me and for the department? Because you're the chief, you're supposed to be like the one that's, oh, I'm gonna go out here and make an extra mile. I asked for a supervisor, man. You should have just came. You live 9 minutes outside of town.
that's fine. I understand your...
But you don't see how you're like, you don't own up to that. You don't like agree, you disagree, like you don't.
I'm not gonna give you my opinion, Ben.
You're not?
No.
Even though you're a chief.
Yes.
Is there a reason why?
Maybe he can't say it, but I can, because it was a stupid request. You wanted the chief of police to come in on his day off, when he was off duty, to come and deal with your situation. I believe this guy got arrested for disorderly conduct, for being a dickhead somewhere, and he wanted the chief to come out there and handle it for him, because if the supervisor would have come out, he probably would have got away with it, but he didn't. Anyway, let's continue. What a baby.
I don't have an opinion to offer you right now.
Do you feel at least sorry for your actions or no? Based on what happened that day?
Now, as your counselor, I'm here to tell you about drugs and alcohol and why they're bad, okay?
Do you feel remorseful?
Do you have any other questions for me, Ben?
Do you not feel remorseful then? I'm just asking because an apology would go a long way here.
What do you want me to apologize for?
For not coming when you were clearly on call. Because even when you're not on call, I have mentors that are police officers and investigators up in Chicago. Mentors that took me in, raised me, kind of. I've known them for almost half my life. And I've told them the situation. They said, even if I was off duty, I would have still came because it's my job. If I was chief.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit.
So what were you doing that was so, I guess, had you tied up where you couldn't come 9 minutes into town?
And again, that's my business.
That's your business.
It is.
So you're okay with violating people's rights for requests for supervisors?
Oh, please enlighten me, my constitutional friend. What amendment did he violate by not coming out when a supervisor was requested? Which one was it? What law did that break? What statute? What law? Just let us know. I'm sure he's going to do that here in just a second.
I have a right to a supervisor upon request.
Well, then I will look into what you're saying.
You're not familiar with that?
Well, do you have a specific statute for me?
No, but I could sure go home and look one up on the General Assembly.
Statute.
But usually it's department policy. It's more than anything. It's not a statute, I don't believe. I think it's more ethical than anything.
This guy seems to be just making up stuff as he goes along. That's the most ridiculous explanation I've ever heard. It's not a law, it's more of a policy policy's just a piece of paper, you know. Anyway, yeah, shut up.
Is there going to be like training done or anything like that? Department policies
For what?
for your behavior and for body cameras to be turned on?
As far as the personnel issue, I don't know how much of that I can discuss with you. I've already called the city attorney to ask that question because, as you know, I'm new in this position. I'm still trying to learn everything.
So what happened to the previous chief, Brandon Norris?
If you have any questions about him, you'll have to discuss that with the mayor.
Where's the mayor located?
If you talk to City Hall, they can get you information on how to get in contact with him.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right.
And I just wanted one more question.
Yes.
I don't want to be harassed just because I'm filming you guys. I don't want to be like, oh, I'm gonna get back at him just because he's filming me and put me on YouTube. I'm just letting you know that would be unethical.
I've seen all 10 of your videos, and nobody harasses you while you're filming. They never have. They're never going to. You're not that important. You're just a little peon. Jesus Christ. He'll just say anything just so he can say something. It's stupid.
I would agree.
Yeah. Like, you know, for example, like, I appreciate you guys actually enforcing an ordinance other than on me about that garbage that's been sitting out on behind my property, on that little corner, you know, by the neighbor behind me. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys doing something about that because looking on Google Maps, it looked like it's been sitting there for about a half a year.
I got you.
So,
Okay.
thank you.
That was difficult to swallow down, but I've got one more video from this guy, another short video from this guy, where he goes to confront the state's attorney because his feelings were hurt or something. I don't know. I don't know if he wants an apology from him or not, but I don't care. Anyway, we're going to check that out, and then we're going to wrap it up. This guy, I can't do it. Anyway, let's check it out.
Illinois. We're going to go here and do a First Amendment audit on these fuckers and see what we can get them to fuck up or say something stupid. So let's see what we can do.
Oh, good Lord, I can see where this is headed. Absolutely nowhere. Why is this video upside down? Let me fix this. Editing video is just so hard for some people.
No signage in regards to recording. Mike Hill, state's attorney.
Yes, sir. How are
You Mike?
Yes, sir.
Benjamin, nice to meet you.
Oh, sir. This is the information you were wanting on Illinois State Police.
Okay.
Troop 6, mailing address, contact information.
Okay. So you don't think what I have told you over the phone is harassment,
I
though?
didn't say that.
But you know the harassment statute, though?
I can't give you a private legal opinion.
I don't want your legal opinion. I want your personal
That's
opinion.
my legal opinion. You're asking me to interpret a statute. That's a legal
Okay.
opinion.
But I'm asking you, since you're the state attorney,
Yes.
what is the statute for harassment?
What is the statute for harassment?
Yeah, what is
Anything
it?
that alarms and disturbs a person is disorderly conduct.
Disorderly conduct.
There is no harassment statute in the criminal
I'm sorry. Disorderly conduct
Sure.
is still a form of harassment, though.
Yeah, why don't you explain that to him? I'm sure he wants to hear your legal opinion on what harassment is. Jesus Christ.
If that's how you want to interpret it.
Disorderly conduct, like if I went and screamed and yelled at somebody in public, that'd be disorderly conduct, because I've been charged with disorderly
It
conduct.
could be, sure.
I've been charged with disorderly conduct
Okay.
before. So,
You're not charged now.
And he ended his video and he didn't make a follow-up, so I don't know why he did that. That was stupid. You can see what kind of a guy he is. He's just a scraggly tooth, buck-tooth, sawtooth, whatever you call him. Anyway, he's an idiot. I hope you enjoyed the video. Y'all have a great day. Love y'all. Bye.